Trinidad and Tobago, there is something to add to your calendar. And as we approach Emancipation, you do not want to miss the Emancipation Steelband Street Parade happening on the 2nd of August. This morning, joining us to share a little bit of history and a little bit more about the event is Michael Cooper, former chairman of the LSFF and CEO of Panland, and Avery Ammon, director of Afrika House and member of Desperadoes Elders Organization. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome.
Morning.
Good morning, Tasha. Morning to your audience.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Okay, so we have a lot to unpack this morning. This is years, of course, not just in the making, but it has been going on. So let's start a little bit with you, Michael, if we can. Give us a bit of the history behind the Steelband Street Parade and the organization.
The organization is the Laventille Steelband Festival Foundation, which started in 1999. The purpose of the foundation was to uplift, profile, and present the community of Laventille and environs to the national community. As you know, from the time you say Laventille, people have certain biases, let me say. Laventille is the home of the best steel bands in the world, the most steel bands per capita in the world, and Laventille basically is the capital of the steel band world, if you want to put it that way. And we feel that using the steel bands of the community to promote and profile our community is going to show a face that, although people know it's there, it's not really shown and seen. And we have been able to uplift the community to the extent that over the years we have had, this is the biggest event that takes place in the community of Laventille, bar none. And we attract tens of thousands of people onto the streets of Laventille in the night, which goes against the image of it's not safe and, you know, Laventille is whatever. We have been able to produce the safest incident-free event, and this is our 23rd edition. Of course, COVID took away some of the years, but we have been there, as I said, since 99. But besides the street parade, which we are better known for, we have produced 5 major concerts, 4 of them in the community and the last one at Napa. We have produced pan camps. We have produced panyard concerts throughout the community. We have produced marches for peace. We have done workshops, steelband workshops, for our members and for the wider steelband community. So we have been pretty productive over the 26 years.
The 26 years, but this is the 23rd edition, correct?
This is the 23rd edition of the parade.
Okay, so Avery, as director, have you seen an increase in community involvement over the years, even, of course, post-COVID?
Definitely, yeah, it has increased. As Michael said, we have been able to attract presidents, prime ministers, leader of opposition. They've come into the community incident-free, and we've increased the profile of the event significantly because people even coming from abroad to take part. Something like Borough Day in Point Fortin, but on a larger scale, right? And the parade route is even longer, right, than any other place in Trinidad. So yes, the profile has increased. We're incident-free, things like that.
What is the parade route this year?
The parade route has changed. It's from Leon Street in the east. Formerly, we would parade from west, coming up the road to east, heading Mover Junction kind of area. This year, we go in the other direction because our VIP staging area, I should say, is in TU, Transport Industrial Workers Union, which is lower down from where we normally come. So the parade route is from Leon Street to Espinay Street, right? A very long route here.
Yeah, it definitely is a long route. Okay, Michael, who is performing in this upcoming street parade?
Okay, we have the top bands, our home bands, as we call them. We have Desperadoes, Massey All Stars, BP Renegades. We have court song specialists. We have Highlanders, and we have Unistars. We have a number of the other smaller bands like Music Stars and B Minor and so on from the area. Spree Simon. We have Harmonic, not Harmonites, Pambury, Potential, and so on. Some East Side, who are the champions. From outside, though, we have a number of very special, we call them guests, because our core are the Laventille bands, where we have quite a number of them. So we have Phase 2. We have Couva Joylanders. We have Fonclair, NLCB Fonclair. We have Cordets. We have Shazando. We have Arima Angel Harps. You know, we have representation from the communities practically all over the country who are our guests, as we call them, into the street parade.
And so it's a good thing to be a guest at because it's a celebration.
It is a celebration, and I think I should mention that the bands that perform in the street parade, knowingly, it's a contribution to the community. It's giving back to the community. We can't produce such an event with those bands and be able to pay them, because it's a lot of bands, and these are, I mean, you're talking about the prime. So these bands really make a significant contribution by playing there for way below what they would normally play. So it's really a contribution to the community of Laventille, and we appreciate that, you know, very much. It's over the years they have done this, you know.
Well, and for years this will continue, that's for sure.
Yes.
Because as you mentioned, this is, well, it's the 23rd edition, but of course running for 26 years.
Yes.
What would you say average of an estimate of people that attend on an annual basis, Avery?
Well, eagle-eyed sort of scan, if you look at how the road is packed. Michael said tens of thousands, and I will go with that because the bands that come in bring their supporters. Could you imagine All Stars on the road? What happening, right? All Stars bring their own crowd. All Stars will have like about 3,000 people on the road. So during the parade, it goes from 4, we have a road show, and we expect to finish by about 10, 11, right? Before midnight. Okay. Right? So I would say 15,000, you know, a guesstimate, right? Because you see the crowd. Renegades come, you see the crowd. Despers come, well, a bigger crowd.
Of course.
Right? There you go. So Despers might have 3, 4, 5,000 people, catchment area. And so a conservative estimate, I would say tens of thousands like that.
I like that's a conservative estimate because it's true, of course. Those who you follow in your bands, wherever they're going, you're going as well. And we went down the line. We are almost out of time, but before we end, where can we get more information about the Laventille Steelband Festival Foundation?
Well, you can call 380-7604. 623-1634, which is our engine room, so to speak. But before we go, we want to make acknowledge the Minister of Culture and Community Development, who has been supportive and funding our event this year. You know, the government have always been, and of course the chairman of NCC, Mr. Kanhai, he has been very, very cooperative. It has been a little challenge this year because, you know, you just had the change of government, and we didn't have the usual February planning that we will take that time. So everything has been kind of tight. So we're really grateful for the support that we got and the response that we were able to make connection with this year. I also want to thank the police, TTPS. They have been a major partner over all of these years. They have really put the full force out with us, and we have had a real good partnership over the many years that has resulted in 100% incident-free event. And last but not least, of course, is Angostura,
Yes.
who have been a major partner over the many years, and Panland, of course, who have been the host until this year. We just shift this year. As we said, we go in a different direction.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you. Looking forward to another incident-free year. And I'm sure you'll be back again soon to talk about the next one in 2026.
Sure.
Yeah?
And thank you very much, Sasha.
It's our pleasure to have you. Stay tuned. This is the Now Morning Show. We'll be back right after this break.